Hi, good evening and welcome to an episode of I'm Going to Learn You a Thing. On this show, I take a thing and then I learn it to you. That's how it works. It's that simple. And on tonight's show, we are going to be looking at mathematics because that are an important thing that you can know and learn. And I'm going to teach you some of it, not all of it, because there are a lot of mathematics and we will get to that in a moment. But where do we begin? Well, if you go to America land, you will notice that there they call it math. But if you go to South Africa or you go to the UK or any other of those places, we call it maths. And so they are an extra S. Now why do America land only call it math but everywhere else call it maths? I don't know. Why do America land play international sports against themselves? Some things you will never figure out. But anyway, the thing to spot that are important is that we have taken the word math and we have added an S. And a lot of mathematics are doing just that. It are adding an S to other things. Let me give you an example to start you off. If you hear a man and he make a sound, you say, whose sound are that? And the answer, it are his sound. H-I-S, it are his sound. Now what if that man have a snake with him? And the snake have make a noise. And you say, whose noise are that? Then the answer it are his. And so you take his and you have add another S, H-I-S-S, his. And so there are that principle once more of adding an S. But if you have a lot of snakes, or maybe even just that one snake here very angry, then you can keep on adding the S. So you can have eventually 5 or 6 or 8 S's and you will have his. And so that are a lot of what maths are. They're taking a thing and just adding another thing to it, and sometimes that thing are an S or sometimes it are a number. This mathematics thing, when you have learned it and studied it a bit, it are as easy as AB3. Now people will say then, okay, if that are maths, what are advanced maths? And I can tell you that it are if you do a sum, say 5 plus 3 equals 6 over here, and then you take 3 steps forward and then you have to do another sum, so 5 plus 2 are 9. Then that second sum, it are advanced maths, because you have done maths and then you have moved forward. You have advanced and you have advanced the maths as well. And so that's what it means by advanced maths. Now, some people will think, what do I need to do so that I can know all the maths in the world? And I can tell you this, you will never know all the maths in the world. You must learn more maths than you know now, but don't try learn it all. And I can tell you that are why they call it a sum. Like, it don't matter how much maths you know, you're always doing sums. You never get to the point where now I want you to work this out and we will call it an all, okay? It are called a sum because there are still much more maths what still need to be learned. You understand what I'm saying? And so those are just a few starters of how to get this maths thing going. So remember, at the beginning we started with a man and we had the word his. And then you add the snake and he'd make a sound and you get his. But then if you add a lot of snakes or an angry snake, there are even more S's. And I can see some of you are thinking, well, what type of snake are that? Well, obviously, it are an adder. Okay, thank you for watching. I'm going to learn you a thing. I hope you have learned a thing. And another time I will learn you another different thing. Good night.